Palantir delivered another quarter of excellent results as the business accelerated in the fourth and final quarter of 2024. In this video, I'll review the company's latest results and provide an overview of what's going on with Palantir stock. Why is the stock price soaring after the company reported quarterly earnings results? So let's dive in.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
So Palantir said that their momentum accelerated through the end of the year, and their revenue grew 14% from the previous quarter and 36% year over year, 29% for the full year. So in the fourth quarter, the business grew faster than the business had grown in the first 3 quarters. And in the third quarter, it grew faster than the second quarter. So the business is accelerating. And something I talk about a lot in my videos is that second derivative, that rate of increase is increasing for Palantir and Palantir stock investors. And that's been great news for the business, especially because they've been able to keep costs under control. So these increases in revenue are flowing to the bottom line. Palantir's success, management says, is due to a decades-long investment in developing the ontology, which allows organizations to seamlessly weave large language models into their enterprise, unlocking their highest potential leverage. And this is where businesses are gaining a lot of value with artificial intelligence, is in using their own proprietary data combined with artificial intelligence to drive value. The general large language models are helpful in themselves, right? You and me are probably using them almost daily to solve certain issues that we have throughout the day. The large language models help with that. But if you're fortunate enough to have enough of a large enough business where you can employ a specific large language model based on your own proprietary data within your business, the large language model could be way more powerful. I could think of so many use cases in my own daily activities where I could benefit if I could plug in all of my own proprietary data, my research into companies, my calculations, etc., that could improve all aspects of the work I do every day. But my business isn't large enough to be able to afford this kind of specific large language model. If you know of a way that I can, I'm open to suggestions. By all means, let me know in the comments section or send me an email. I'm always looking for ways to improve the value I'm adding to my viewers. And so this is where businesses like, for example, a Walmart find huge benefits from artificial intelligence. Walmart's business is so large, over 600 billion in trailing 12-month revenue, that if they can unlock even a half a percentage point of improvement in the way they manage their inventory, or the way they ship their products, or the way they forecast customer demand, each of those little half a percentage points will add to billions of dollars of profit or revenue for the company. So these improvements are absolutely unlocking tremendous value for companies like Walmart, and Palantir is doing an excellent job of delivering that value to businesses. So last quarter alone, Palantir closed $1.8 billion worth of contract value across the business, representing a 56% increase year over year. And this is important because this number increased faster than the company's overall revenue number in the latest quarter. And I often say when a company is signing contracts and adding contract value at a rate that's faster than the revenue growth rate, that signals that revenue growth is longer lasting, more sustainable, and that it could be trending higher instead of trending lower. If this number was, let's say, 12%, then that would mean that the company's future quarters, the revenue growth rate is likely to slow down, not accelerate. This is the opposite. This is that the revenue growth is going to accelerate more likely than decelerate more likely. So that's, great news for Palantir. And part of the reason why the stock price was up by so much is because of those incredible numbers. Another great number was US commercial revenue growth of 64% year over year and 20% from the previous quarter. And I've been talking for a couple of years now with Palantir stock, for the last 2 years at least, about how the enterprise segment is where the biggest opportunity lies with Palantir. We've all known for decades that Palantir has great business with US government institutions. They've demonstrated their value to US government institutions. And since the US government is not very budget conscious, they don't care about the price as much, right? They can afford to pay for Palantir's expensive top tier service. Whereas businesses, small businesses like mine and yours, we can't really afford Palantir's services. And if Palantir can find a way to make its service more accessible to more businesses, then it's going to unlock a lot wider opportunity set. The product quality is best in class, no question about it. It's a matter of delivering that value at a lower cost so that it can be afforded by more businesses. And there are a lot of businesses in the world, many more businesses than there are governments. And so that has been partly what Palantir has been very successful at in the last 2 years, is unlocking that enterprise opportunity. And you saw that continue in the latest quarter with commercial revenue rising 64%. And the management team saying that there's significant expansion opportunities with existing customers. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. When you demonstrate to a business in one category the success they can achieve by hiring your services, that business is going to be interested in hiring your services in other parts of their business. And that's what Palantir is so optimistic about, is because they see the results that they're delivering to businesses. And so they're confident in that more businesses are going to want their services because they know the value that they're adding. They know that they're adding great value to these businesses, well above the price that the business is paying Palantir. So the return on invested capital, or the return on investment, is large enough where Palantir can feel confident that more businesses are going to want their service because they know the value they're adding compared to the price that they're charging for the service. And I agree based on the evidence I've seen from Palantir's products and services.
Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.